So hello again to all my friends and family out there, my former veterans who have served. I've got something that may interest you. I am talking with, I'm going to call him Vlad for short. I'm talking with Vlad, and he's the chairman of Angel. He is located here in Dnipro, Ukraine. And he's a volunteer, folks. He doesn't get a salary. He's been doing this volunteer work since 2012. Their primary mission since the war began in 2014 has been to assist and aid the Ukrainian military with everything from medicines to drones to transport vehicles. But they have also served over 37,000 refugees from the bombed cities in Ukraine, as well as they constantly help children needing adoption and also some specialized drug therapies for a condition which is actually a spinal genetic problem. This drug therapy costs in excess of 5,000 euros for each injection packet, and the treatment is only good for about 3 to 4 months. Now, the main point here is that Vlad's organization needs your help. That's right, Americans, Brits, wherever you're listening, Vlad's organization needs your help. But let's talk to Vlad and his translator, Tatiana, directly so that you can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. All right? So, hello, Vlad.
Hello.
Hello, Tatiana.
Hello.
Tatiana's my old friend, and she's not old. She still looks fabulous. And I've got a few questions for Vlad today. If you can translate, Tatiana, I'd greatly appreciate it, because I want to make sure that people know what the needs are of his organization, okay? So, but I'd like to start out asking, what inspired Vlad to get involved with this organization, Angel?
Влад, первый вопрос. Что вдохновило вас? Что стало причиной того, что вы начали заниматься волонтерством?
Самое главное это помощь, максимальное оказание помощи людям, те, которые пострадали в той или иной ситуации.
The first reason
Speak up just a little bit.
The first reason and the most important reason was his biggest desire was to help people who suffered in different situations, who have suffered from wars, natural disasters, whatever.
Okay, very, very good.
That was his first reason.
Okay.
Это первая причина. Вторая?
Okay.
Вторая причина наш актив, который полностью сопряжен с различными, у каждого свои есть сотрудники и то, что нуждаются в помощи, и так пошло от истоков помощи детям и взрослым, и когда началась война, тоже всеобъемлющая помощь развивается.
So they started. There were a group of people who were thinking in one direction, like he was dreaming of helping people who need. So a group of people he joined was actually helping long before the foundation, the Charitable Foundation, was founded.
Aha. And so then they formed it after that.
Then they organized it.
And it's kind of a perfect name, Angel.
Yes.
Because they're doing a lot of angelic things for the troops.
Отличное название для организации.
Yep, and they're doing stuff for the troops, for the children, for the refugees. So very good. Okay. So my second question is, and this is probably the most important question, is what are they currently doing and what are their greatest needs?
И второй вопрос, что вы в данный момент, какими программами, какими проектами занимаетесь и какие самые острые потребности у вас на данный момент?
На данный момент это полное сопряжение с воинскими частями и подразделениями. Это снаряжение, комплектация, оборудование, медикаменты, продукты, которые не портящиеся, на все, что с этим связано, полностью.
Starting with transport and finishing with food, non-perishable food. And второе, что вы сказали?
Второе, это у нас беженцы, переселенцы, дети-инвалиды-сироты,
refugees and orphans.
And orphans, okay.
Дети-инвалиды-сироты.
And these are orphans that are getting adopted, like into America, into Germany and France, is that correct?
На попечение организации сейчас на данный момент 78 человек детей-сирот. у которых, без
Charity
родителей,
is taking care of 70 сколько?
78 человек.
78 orphans at the moment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Что это за сироты? Это
Это
дети,
дети
которые
из,
брошенные, больные, какие?
Это дети, которые остались без родителей из областей, где война идет.
Most of the orphans are children who lost their parents in those regions where the war
С
is.
территории военных.
Ah,
Most of the
okay.
orphans.
Okay. All right. Wow. That kind of blows me away a little bit to hear that. So these orphans are being adopted out into different countries, but also in Ukraine itself, right?
Дети эти нами размещены здесь, нами они устроены, при помощи нашей организации на обучение.
Влад,
И-
вопрос
да,
такой,
да.
что где этих детей усыновляют?
Сейчас пока эти дети находятся на попечении, они пока не подлежат усыновлению на данный момент.
Именно те, которые из
Те, которые, вот,
прифронтовых
да,
территорий.
они пока не подлежат усыновлению, чуть позже, да, но пока они находятся, у нас расселены они при колледжах, и они там проходят обучение.
He started telling about these orphans. He says that the orphans, children of those parents who lost their lives in the areas where the war activities are going on, those children are mostly helped with the organization, but they are not adopted at the moment. I don't know the reasons, but he tells they are not allowed to be adopted now.
Aha. Okay.
But those who were adopted have been adopted. Some of them have been adopted by families from different countries,
Okay.
but most of them from Ukraine.
From
Families
Ukraine.
from
Okay.
Ukraine.
Which is the ideal thing, is to have them stay in their own country.
Yeah.
Is best. Okay. So, and as far as this medication goes, that the children who have this spinal genetic problem, this medication being in excess of 5,000 euros per treatment of just 3 or 4 months, would it be a good idea for doctors to be hearing this in other countries?
Влад, интересная идея. Бренда спрашивает, вот, допустим, эти дети со спинальными проблемами, которым нужны вот эти инъекции,
Да.
такие дорогие, по
Да,
5000
да,
евро. Как вы смотрите на ту идею, что если даже доктора приедут как...
Замечательно,
волонтеры?
замечательно, потому что это
Great
же
idea,
эти
great
дети не
idea.
только, это по всей Украине. Почему
You should
нас
take
же
into consideration
запросят?
that they take care of children with spinal problems all around Ukraine.
Oh, right.
This
Throughout
charitable
the
foundation
country.
takes care of
Okay.
them.
Okay, so my last question will be, what about foreign volunteers? Can Vlad and his organization, number one, can they use foreign volunteers? Can they help them get into the country? And can they help house them? Now, we're talking about probably a lot of military veterans, and they don't need anything super fancy, but they would just need a place to lay their head and, of course, a bathroom and things like that. Is that something that's viable?
И Бренда спрашивает, а как насчет идеи, вот если к вам приедут зарубежные волонтеры, например, бывшие ветераны армии, и будут помогать вам здесь, сможете ли
Очень
вы их
хорошая
принять?
идея, сможем принять и разместить, и будем только очень рады
They will be only
совместной
glad
деятельности.
to have volunteers here from any country of the world.
Wow.
Whoever
Okay.
comes, they will be happy to have them. They will find a place where to live, where to stay, and organize their
Like their transport maybe
functioning
coming
here,
in.
everything
Okay.
they need.
Okay.
Because their help is very valuable.
Okay,
for this
wonderful to hear.
organization.
That's wonderful to hear. So I have a personal question that I'd like to ask because I think it will help educate people out there. The two of you are Ukrainian, but you're speaking Russian here in Dnipro. So can you explain to people what this war, what it's done to you personally, because you speak Russian. Do you have Russian relatives? How do you feel personally about this?
Теперь личный вопрос. Вот она говорит, вы живете здесь в Днепропетровске, говорите по-русски, и как у вас теперь отношение к России? Вы имеете там родственников? Вы как вообще теперь?
Нет, родственников нет в России.
Вы как теперь? Переходите на украинский? Что теперь?
По большей части на украинском, да, украинский, потому что у нас же государственный язык украинский, но в силу того, что с детства еще, да, обучали на русском и русский, и французский, ну, то есть и сейчас идет, стараюсь английский тоже, English.
And now the majority of people are switching over to Ukrainian.
And
Those who
English.
used to speak Russian switch over to Ukrainian.
Ah, okay.
So, but still continue because still needed. A lot of people still speak Russian.
Russian,
Ну,
okay.
подчеркну, что усиленно, да, переходить тоже на
Yes,
английский,
and
изучать английский.
it takes efforts to switch over to Ukrainian if you never spoke Ukrainian, even being a Ukrainian, you know.
Yeah.
School was in Russian, everything, everywhere surrounding was in Russian.
Was in
so-
Russian then, yeah. So when you separated in 1990 from the USSR, I want to know, and you as well, Tatiana, what was this like for you, and what's it like now?
Если сравнить, вот когда мы разделились в 90-м году, отделились от остальных республик Советского Союза, как было тогда и как сейчас? Большая разница, небольшая? Что произошло?
Ну, большая разница,
Great
потому что
difference
здесь очень
between
большая
90s
разница,
and
потому
now.
что сейчас, ну, скажем, более люди стали свободнее в плане своих действий,
More
в
freedom
плане
now,
своих мыслей по работе,
more
по
freedom
бизнесу,
for thinking,
по
for work,
бизнесу
for
очень
business.
так вот, открытие стали в этом плане и
And we are
расширение.
more open now.
I noticed since I came back,
Бренда
I
это
noticed
заметила.
Ukrainians are
Да.
smiling,
Да.
even
Даже
in
то,
the
что
midst
украинцы
of
начали
war.
улыбаться раньше,
Even in the midst of war, Ukrainians are smiling and
даже во время
laughing.
войны, вот сейчас это
Улыбаются, ну,
больше
это
улыбаются.
замечательно.
Yeah, even in 2004, I didn't see that very much, and as an American, it was hard. It was difficult for me because people were
В
very
2004,
serious.
когда она работала, она
Yeah.
почти этого не замечала.
And Tatiana, what's it like for you? The
For
change?
me, the change, yes, the same. You know, my family is ethnic Ukrainian family. We speak Ukrainian inside the family, but we spoke Russian outside the family.
Aha. Okay.
So now we speak Ukrainian totally everywhere,
Yeah.
except those people who are not very good at Ukrainian. So I continue speaking Russian with them.
So basically, you're trilingual.
Yeah.
That's talent. It's more talent than I have as an American. But what I do and what I can say as an American is that I feel super blessed, beyond blessed, to come back to Dnipro, Ukraine. And I feel even more blessed to have met Vlad today and to hear what his organization is doing. And I hope that I'm passing this blessing on to all of you to hear this interview today with Vlad and with Tatiana. And I am asking for all of you to reshare this video, and I'm asking for everyone to consider getting involved, either monetarily, if that's all you can do. If you're brave enough, come to Ukraine. Yes, you're going to hear the sirens, and you might have to go to a basement, but it is still a beautiful land, and people are still laughing and smiling, and they're conducting daily business in the midst of a war, which is how it was in Afghanistan as well. I noticed that people have to carry on. They have to keep working. They have to keep paying bills. They have to take care of their flats. They have to get their children to school. This never ceases. Just because you're sitting in the middle of a place where missiles fly in doesn't mean you stop living. So while I'm here visiting Tatiana, we're going to live. Are we going to do some shopping today, Tatiana?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I need a pair of sunglasses, so that would be really good. And Vlad, thank you so much for telling us about your organization. And I'm going to keep putting this out there until we get your organization a little extra, okay?
Okay.
Okay, many blessings. And I say spasiba, thank you in
Thank you.
Russian. Spasiba. How do I say thank you in Ukrainian?
Дякую.
Yakuyu.
Дякую. Дякую.
Jakuyu. Jakuyu.
Дякую.
Okay, Jakuyu. Okay, there you go. Folks, have a great day and reshare this video, and let's get something going for angels. Angel.